It says shake well. This one also says shake well. And the winner is so good to be seen, and it's even better to see you guys. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Vegan Food Review. I think this is the very first episode of 2020, and I know I stopped doing this, and I have a really valid reason to do that. The reason for that is because I used to be a vegan foodie. When I started veganism, I was all about the mock meats, mock cheeses, mock milks, and mock money because I was so broke buying all this stuff. This is a plant-based diet that's actually very inexpensive, and so I need to get that out of the way because I'm now geared more towards a whole foods plant-based diet, if you will, and so I'm making the transition, and I am not buying these products as often as I used to. That being said, these are two of my favorite brands. I happen to be a pea protein milk drinker. Bolthouse Farms and Ripple happen to be the biggest names in the industry when it comes to pea protein. So I figured it would only be best to pin these two together, sort of do a side-by-side comparison. Obviously, I've tasted these a lot of times before, but I'm going to go on the record for you guys and sort of analyze for the very first time what these two actually taste like. So I want to go ahead and preface that I personally like pea protein milk because it's creamier, heartier, thicker, fuller, and I love coffee with it. I love my oatmeal. I also love my protein shakes. I'm into the more dense milks as opposed to perhaps like a flax or a rice, which are runnier, a little more liquidy, if you will. I prefer heartier milks such as pea protein, as well as perhaps cashew is also a good plan B for me. So let's jump right into this. I did a side-by-side comparison. You and I obviously both know that we do a lot of nutrition fact reading. So I went ahead and took the liberty of sort of comparing these. I'm not going to put them on the screen. I'm just going to reel them off really quick. So let's start with Bolthouse right here. Per 8 ounces, which is 240 milliliters, that's a serving size, of course. You've got 160 calories, 5 grams of fat, obviously no cholesterol because, that comes from animals. We don't do that here. 17 grams of sugar, 10 grams of protein. Vitamin D is at 20%, calcium 35%, iron 10%, potassium 10%, vitamin A 15%, vitamin E 40%, vitamin B12, which also you and I both know is paramount to our survival, or at least that's what they tell us. Vitamin B is actually 110% of your DV, daily value, of course. You and I both know that as well. Sodium's a little high at 160 milligrams, and you have 19 grams of carbs per serving. Again, that's 8 fluid ounces for Bolthouse. Now, let's switching over to our friends over at Ripple. Conversely, they have 20 calories less at 140 per serving. Half a gram less of fat at 4.5. Obviously, no cholesterol either. That would be somewhat scary. 85 milligrams of sodium, 17 grams of carbs, 15 grams of sugar, which in comparison is 5 more than Bolthouse. 8 grams of protein, 2 less than Bolthouse. Vitamin D is at 30%. Iron is at 6%. Vitamin A is at 10%. Calcium at 35%. Potassium 10%. And you have your full serving of B12 at 100%. And so those are a little bit of the statistics. Again, we go crazy reading labels. I'm not going to get into the ingredients, but neither one of these have carrageenan or anything that's remotely been associated to anything health related. So that's that. Now you did see me take a sip of each at the beginning of the video. I can honestly tell you that Ripple is a lot more chocolatey. Obviously these are both chocolate flavors, but this one tastes a little bit more like actual cocoa, pure ground natural cocoa, has more of a chocolatey taste, but admittedly this one goes down a little bit smoother. It's less chalky as a result. So that's my humble opinion for you guys. I'm gonna take another sip, just bear with me here. So yeah, admittedly this one goes down a little bit smoother. It reminds me a little bit more of our childhood growing up. Obviously I've been vegan for only 4 years, which means I grew up drinking a lot of dairy. So it remotely, actually I shouldn't say that, it's very close to childhood chocolate milk, and it's scary how good it is. This is just, I'm gonna down it. Yeah, that's good stuff. Whereas I think the Ripple is, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but it definitely, the cocoa flavor is actually more intense. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, so I can definitely tell them apart. I know for a fact Bolthouse is my personal preference. Cat's out of the bag, I guess. I prefer Bolthouse. I think the statistics on paper, and when I say paper, I mean nutrition, is obviously a little bit better. More grams of protein, less sugar, and I believe it's a little bit less sodium as well. So anyway, that's just my comparison for today. I thank you for watching this video. I hope it was somewhat helpful. Again, let me know if you're a pea protein drinker like myself. Let me know in the comments below. And I look forward to another video. While I have your attention, let me know exactly what product you want me to go ahead and do a really quick review. I know these are short, sweet, and to the point, so I'd love to keep doing this. Let me know what you want me to review, and I will definitely get it into consideration. If you got something out of this video, show me some love and leave that like and subscribe on the way out. My name is Francis, and I thank you for watching this vegan food review. Stick around for more, and I will see you. I don't know. I might see you tomorrow. I might see you in 2 days, but I'm definitely going to see you. Stick around.